I'm just going to put it to you guys plain and simple, Wave 6 needs to be good. Reason for this is because not only is this the final wave of the Booster Course Pass, which has had quite a bit of a run, we can all agree, but this could potentially be the last major update to 8 Deluxe. When I say it like that, now the gravity of the situation is starting to become real. It would not surprise me if this was the last major update to the game, potentially until the next Mario Kart game. So even though we are getting new tracks, new characters, would be nice if they made some quality of life changes and some updates to not only the Booster Course Pass, but maybe the game as a whole to keep us sustained until the next Mario Kart game. I feel like Wave 6 has a lot of pressure to kind of not only make up for the Booster Course Pass, not saying that it's entirely trash, but to end on a strong note, but also to end the game on a strong note as well, because there's a really high chance that we might not get anything else after this. And also it would be nice to slap a bow on it, you know, add a little cherry on top, end on a strong note, because let's be honest, the Booster Course Pass has been a bit of a journey, some ups and downs, definitely a roller coaster ride. So it would be nice after all of this whole journey comes to a nice end where we're all satisfied and we can actually leave the Booster Course Pass and potentially the game with a fat smile on our faces. So what are some things that could enhance the game or the Booster Course Pass? Well, if we were to cover absolutely everything in this video, this would be hours long because there's endless possibilities. I mean, to be honest, knowing Nintendo, they're probably just gonna give us the tracks and the characters and say peace out. However, we can dream, we can dream. Also, a big shout outs to WiiManLei who helped me out with this video. Take it away, my man.
I want to quickly talk about Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road. If they want to end this DLC off with a bang, they've got to add both of these tracks. There's no denying that we'll get a Rainbow Road. I don't think anyone's going to argue with that. Wave 3 had a Rainbow Road to end off the first half of the DLC, so I think Wave 6 is going to have one to end off the entire DLC. Now, the Bowser's Castle track is a bit of a weird one. The only Bowser's Castle track that's in tour that has a high chance of coming to the Booster Course Pass is SNES Bowser's Castle 3. Now you may be thinking, wow, really? Another SNES track? What a waste of a slot, man. Now slow down. Have you seen the remake in Mario Kart Tour? I don't think they're going to want to put this to waste, man. It was clearly made with Mario Kart 8 in mind, and it clearly shows with this anti-gravity like section. And hey, I think this has a good chance of becoming a fan favourite if it gets added.
Speaking of being added, am I asking for too much to add one more car to Coconut Mall? I know that they've already updated Coconut Mall by allowing the cars to move now, but I've said this in so many videos and in so many live streams, this part still feels easy. Like, imagine how much better it would be if there was one more car there that can move as well. Especially on 200cc, that could be a lot more hectic and a lot more exciting, especially on the final lap. Because at the moment, there's just this fat gap there for no reason, and it allows us so much room to not only drift, but to also plan to maneuver around these two cars. I don't know, man. I need some more chaos in Coconut Mall.
Alright, so you all know Sunset Wilds, right? Why does it not have the sunset? The original version, which came out in 2001 on a handheld console, has the sunset. Even Tour has the sunset. Yet for some strange reason, the 8 Deluxe version doesn't. This is the main gimmick of the track, yet it doesn't have it. I know it's just a visual thing, but this gimmick made this track one of the most unique tracks in the Mario Kart series. And now that it doesn't have it anymore, it just feels like a generic desert track. So I'm just really hoping they update this and add the sunset because, oh my god, that's what this track needs.
I mean, yeah, that's very true. It's kind of like how 85% of you guys who watch my videos need to subscribe if you haven't done so already. You see what I did there? Listen, if you love Nintendo and Mario Kart, you would absolutely love this channel. So make sure that you hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit that bell notification and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Speaking of hitting buttons, I really need to start with a segue. Waluigi Pinball needs new music. Honestly, the fact that it got copy and pasted from Wario Stadium is heartbreaking because the possibilities It was all there, it had potential, it could have been 8-bitified to make it sound very arcadey. I imagine it in my head very similar to the Smash Bros version of Waluigi Pinball. That would be really cool, but imagine more gamey sounds in there. But no, Control C, Control V, that's what we got. Come on, Nintendo.
I'm surprised we don't have new kart parts yet. The DLC on the original Mario Kart 8 gave us kart parts, so why is the Booster Course Pass not doing the same? Mario Kart Tour has a whole bunch of kart parts they can port over to 8 Deluxe. I think it would take them even less effort to port kart parts over than it would characters, because for kart parts you don't even need to worry about animations and stuff, I'd imagine. I don't know how many people actually care about new kart parts, but they don't need to sell them separately. Like the characters, they can just bundle them in with the Booster Course Pass. More content is more content at the end of the day.
From additional content to giving us the option to disable content, being able to disable tracks in online rooms. I don't want to play Toad Circuit anymore. Please give us the ability to do that. You've allowed us to do that with the items, which is really cool. I appreciate that, Nintendo. And also it was quite funny how you kind of just shadow dropped that feature in, which it was a very nice surprise, I must admit. I was very baffled when I first tried it out. However, it would be nice if we were able to do that with the tracks. I know in regular online they've already limited us quite a bit in terms of only allowing us to pick 3 tracks and a random one, but especially in rooms where we're hosting, like friend rooms for example, we should be able to disable certain tracks, right? Because all it takes is for one person to keep picking the same track over and over again, and we're ending up playing the same track over and over again. It would be nice if we can disable certain tracks just how we can disable certain items. It goes hand in hand and I think it makes a lot of sense. I'll tell you what else makes a lot of sense, Nintendo. If you can give us a cheeky 200cc mirror mode, wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind that at all, not gonna lie. Massive shout out to WiiManLei who helped me out a lot in this video. He does a ton of Mario Kart content as well, so make sure that you check his channel out as well. His channel link will be in the description and his end cards will also be on screen right now. Thanks.